The number you have dialed has been changed. The new number is...
Hey, what's up, Internet? Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. Today, I'm at SaltCon in Layton, Utah, just outside Salt Lake City, and I've got a special treat for you. I've got a game so new, it hasn't even hit the streets yet. So I had to bring in a special guest to tell me about it. So I've got Mr. Kurt Covert from Smirk and Dagger Games, and he's going to tell us about the Deadlies by Calgary designer Paul Saxberg. Tell me about the Deadlies.
Cool. So the Deadlies is a game that is based on the 7 deadly sins. Rather lightly, because all the 7 deadly sins are these adorable, like, little evil characters. All animals with little, horns and tails and things, but, cute.
Yeah.
And what you're trying to do is you've got a 6-card hand here, right? So you want to get rid of the cards as quickly as you can. And as soon as you do, now you're down to a 4-card hand. You get rid of those, a 2-card hand, and then finally down to 0 and you win.
Nice.
So you're trying to get rid of all your cards 3 times in a row, and that's how you win. But the fun of it is all the thematic abilities that the various sins have. Now, as I say, you're trying to play a whole bunch at once, and one of the ways you can do that is you can play as many cards of a given suit. So here's 3 sloth. Throw them all on the table, and then that ability will enact. The other thing you can do is it could be just a whole bunch of the same number. So you play 2 2s, and they're all numbered from 1 to 7. And then you can also play a run or a straight, and that can be of any length, even if it's just like 2 cards. That's cool. It could be 1 card. It could be a singleton. It doesn't really matter, but you want to play as many as you can.
Right.
And what I love about this game is that it's got these great thematic abilities, as I mentioned. So, but largely you're trying to load them up with cards as you are trying to get rid of them. So it's all various ways of doing that. So, for example, you've got Gluttony here. Now, Gluttony it allows you to either grab a card from someone else or draw 3 off the main deck for yourself. And you're like, wait a second, you just told me to get rid of all my cards. Well, you get to go immediately after that. So this is a way to dig through the deck, find the things you need, and then, you might amass a large hand, but maybe you get exactly what you need. Or then maybe you try a dirty trick like this, because this is a take-that game, really. You can now play an Envy. Now, Envy, you draw 2 cards off the deck, and now, if your hand has no Envy in it, trade that massive 10-card hand for someone else's hand. Right. So now, Lust. Now, Lust it's kind of a hard sin for a pretty broad card game, right?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we got this great Tomcat, which I just love. And Lust is consensual. And I think that's just wonderful. So you choose a partner, and they get to decide what happens next. Either nothing, and your turn is over, or we're going to enter a trust game. So we each put a card face down to discard it. And if one of us discards another Lust, he forces the other player to draw 3. So it's a lot of, this kind of take that, shake your fist, that kind of thing. And it plays, pretty quickly, like 30 minutes. It's 3 to 5 players. You can squeeze in a 6th if you really, really want to. But it's, imagine if Uno was really interesting and very nasty, and had lots of interesting things going on. That's what this game is. So it's familiar enough where anyone that you share it with is going to be able to pick it up very, very quickly and easily. But it's got enough tooth and fun to it that, we gamers are going to really enjoy too, right? So yeah, that's honestly what Deadlies is all about.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for showing me today.
You betcha. All right.
Thank you to Kurt Covert and Smirk and Dagger Games for sitting down with me today. as well as SaltCon for this amazing event. Special shout out to Steeped Games for bringing me out here to help out at SaltCon. And as always, thank you to The Watch for having me out for these videos, and of course the 427s for the amazing music you hear at either end of the video. So until next time, good gaming and goodbye.